high maintenance things I do at home to stay low maintenance. I'm just a very much at home girly and hate going to places for treatments and that unless I absolutely need it. So we're going to start with the first thing that I do every morning. First thing I do every morning is my gua sha routine, and guys, don't get the quartz ones because I broke like 3 or 4 and it's such a waste. Get like the titanium metal ones because if you're clumsy like me and you drop it, it's okay. And then I always use an oil cleanser. I prefer the ones that come in the bottle. So I'm using the Medic 8, and another oil cleanser that I really love that's in a bottle is the Caudalie one. But if I'm traveling, I will take a cleansing balm because I don't like ones like this for traveling because I'm scared it's gonna mess everything else. Before I start with my gua sha, I first open up my lymph nodes. So I start by the ears and I do this for a few seconds. And then I just do under my chin here, by my neck, above my clavicle and below it, and in the armpits, right? That just kind of just opens up the lymph nodes because when you're doing the gua sha, you're basically trying to drain all that lymph fluid, and that's how you kind of reduce your puffiness. So yeah, let's start with my gua sha. So we're just gonna pump that on the hands there and put it straight on the skin. And if you do have kind of a very porous nose and you kind of want to take out the blackheads, what I do, or whiteheads, you kind of just do like 5 minutes on the nose like this, and trust me, you will see like it will open up and get rid of the sebum that's on your nose. It's honestly the best way for me to keep my nose smooth, and I have very porous skin, guys. So I just do this for my nose because that's like the main area, and then I start with my gua sha routine. So we're going to start with my chin. So I make sure this lower part is down because it's kind of more angled, and I go like this and go down my neck muscle. So I do this 10 times on each side, right? With gua sha, you always start from the middle of your face and you go outwards. That's like the main thing. Now we're going to start with my cheek area. So the shorter side down, we're going to go here and go up. Again, 10 times on each side. That kind of gives you like a sculptured look here. And then I take the long end here and I go like this and go upwards there. And I do this again about 10 times. And by the way, guys, when you do the cheek thing and this one here, it really helps the jaw. I usually do get like tightness in my jaw muscles, you know, because of like stress and that. And that really helps with it. So that's why I don't miss a gua sha day. And now we're going to do just by the eyebrows there. So you start in the middle there and you go down again 10 times on each eyebrow. This also helps with headaches because you do have some acupuncture eyebrow points by the eyebrow, so it helps kind of like massage out the tension there. For the forehead, I don't do much because I have kind of like a very bony forehead, but I usually go with this long end and I just go up, start. So you just start from the eyebrows and then you just go from the middle and you go up there. And that is my gua sha routine. And now we're going to start with our skincare. So skincare, I've been using this Clinique range for the past few months and my skin has been loving it. I tend to break out when I miss a skincare day. Like I get like those small whiteheads, and I know it's because I missed a skincare day. And my skin type is kind of like a type 2. So it's dry, but it's also not too dry, like combination. So I start with the facial soap. It is mild and it is foamy, but it's not the type of face wash that kind of like strips your skin. I feel like when I was a teenager, I always wanted my skin to feel tight after a face wash, but I've learned so much now that I'm an adult that that's not how it's supposed to feel, because you don't want a face wash to strip completely whatever is on your face. So I just put this on my face there, and then I'm just going to grab some water and put that on. You can see just after the face wash, my skin still has a shine. It doesn't look stripped. But now let's go on to the toner. I think this is the biggest change in my routine. I never use an exfoliant toner. What an exfoliant toner is, it kind of takes away all the dead cells and your skin will absorb products so much better. And I think that changed everything for me. And that was what I was missing in my routine, because I saw a really big change in my skin after using this. So this is gold. Basically, I use a cotton pad and I just go twice because a little goes a long way. And then I just go once on my face in each area, right? You don't need to go twice. And avoid the eye area because you know, like the under eye, because it is your most sensitive part of your skin. I sometimes go twice on my nose just to make sure it's nice and smooth. By the way, a little tip, I love doing this on my hands because it just makes my hands so smooth and so soft, and it makes it absorb the cream so much better. The one thing I love about the Clinique range, it's a 3-step routine. Like, my skin is the type of skin that I can't do too much. If I add too much kind of like products, my body gets confused and I don't know what's working. So a 3-step is perfect. And what I do after this is, instead of adding the cream, I do use my Shiseido. This is the Power Infusing Serum, and it kind of went really well with the routine. Like, I tried it without and I tried it with, and I did prefer it with. But if you want to stick to a 3-step routine, that is totally fine. Do something that you will do every day and every night. So I only use this serum once a day. I don't use it twice. Most of the time I do it mainly in the night because your pores open up in the night, like after 10 p.m. or so. So that's when I usually like to do it more. Lastly, I have the cream. So in the night, I tend to double moisturize. I've been double moisturizing with the Lineage Water Bank Cream. Absolutely love it. On really lazy skin days when I do nothing for my skin, I probably just pop this on to go to bed because I'm just tired in general. But yeah, a 3 to 4-step routine is totally fine. You don't need to have a 10-step routine, right? So you'll notice your cream actually absorbs so much better because you use that exfoliant toner, right? You'll have a much more of a glow and your skin will be so hydrated because it really absorbed everything. But yeah, that is my skincare routine done. And then obviously you can top it off with sunscreen after this. One of the things that I do once a week is I dermaplane, and especially my upper lip and then my face, like if I want my makeup to look smoother and I just kind of want a really like a smoother look, then I would dermaplane the rest of my face. And I use a cleansing oil or a cleansing balm basically before I apply my skincare, just so that it's not, you don't scratch your face, and because if you do it without anything, you can irritate your skin. And the brand that I use is Image ADS. I just find it much more sharper and smoother compared to the ones that you get from the grocery store. When it comes to face masks, because especially in winter, I tend to do less kind of like the ones that clean out the pores. Because I do have like an exfoliating toner, I feel like I don't need it in winter. In winter, I prefer to do the collagen masks, maybe once every 3 weeks, especially if you're a person that doesn't go out for facials. And those collagen masks, it's the Koreans one, you get it from Boots. Absolutely love them. The tip is put it on after skincare, not on a clean face, because your skin will glow so much more and you'll see a much more benefit from it if you put it after your skincare. And I don't sleep with it. I'm not crazy like that because I can't sleep with anything just around my face area. But I basically do my night routine a little bit earlier, and then I put it on, and then I keep it on for about 3 to 5 hours. You'll see that it kind of like gets stiff and it's not soft anymore or not white anymore. And that's when you know your skin has fully absorbed it. But yeah. The last thing in my routine to kind of like keep my teeth white is I do 2 things. I have teeth whitening strips, and I also use a teeth whitening powder. So if I feel like I need a complete refresh in my teeth, like I haven't whitened them in a long time, like at home, I would use these burst ones. You basically put it on your teeth and it kind of melts into your teeth, and it also gives you a nice breath, which is really great. And then just to keep it up, I'd probably use the Spotlight Oral Care Anti-Stain Tooth Powder. So what I do is I put my toothpaste on and then I just dip my toothbrush in, and I'll probably do this like once a week. And this one I'll do if I feel like it's looking a little bit yellow and I need a refresh. Like I don't use these so often. I would say I use this more often because it lasts longer also. This takes forever to finish, honestly. But yeah, that is my high maintenance routines to be low maintenance. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I know this was long, but these are the things that I do at home. I'm just a very much at home girly.